Good afternoon. Hi, everybody. I'm Chef Joe, Executive Chef, Culinary Director at Bethany Baptist Church, and Culinary Director of Abundant Harvest Catering, the Harvest Cafe. Welcome back. I'm back to do something good for you today. We've been looking forward to doing another cooking demo, and finally we put one together, so here we are. Just to let you know a little bit about the Harvest Cafe, we're open Wednesdays, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Wednesday, we're open from 11 to 7. Friday from 11 to 7. And Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 3. It's always wise to place your order early. We are preparing everything to order now. There's nothing sitting on the steam table. All of our food is fresh, handmade, just for you. Look forward to doing this nice recipe for you. Today, we're going to make a pan-seared scallops. It's going to be served over a black bean corn salsa with a lemon butter glaze. Very easy recipe. I'll tell you a little bit about the scallops that I have here. These are dry scallops. They're 10-20. What does 10-20 mean? 10-20 is mean there's 10 to 20 scallops per pound. So the smaller the number, the bigger the scallop. So in some stores you'll see 20-30. That means there's 20 to 30 scallops per pound, which is going to make a smaller scallop. Depending on what you're going to do with them, if you're going to pan sear them and serve them as an entree, it's better to get the bigger scallop. If you're going to just put them in like a coquille or a seafood dish with some pasta, you probably want to get a little bit smaller scallop. All right? So the first thing we want to do is you want to get a pan nice and hot. All right? For our salsa, while the pan's getting hot, it's going to be black beans that I've soaked overnight. You always want to soak your dry beans overnight. All right? You soak them with a little bit of cold water. Make sure they're covered 50% and let them sit. What's going to happen when you get them the next day, you're going to actually get all the gases out of the beans. If you've ever had beans and they made you very gassy, that's why. And the other part of it is they cook a little bit faster and softer. All right? So once they've soaked overnight, we then put them in a pot of water, salted water, and let them simmer and get nice and tender. So these are like nice and soft, you see. All right? So our pan's getting hot. While the pan's getting hot, we're going to take fresh corn, fresh Jersey corn, all right? And I like the corn that has the nice white spots in there because it tells me it's going to be a sweet piece of corn. We're going to rub it down with a little bit of oil. Just a little bit. I like to season it, a little bit of salt and pepper. All right? And we're going to take it over to our grill. I like to char them up just a little bit. Now, you know you can eat corn raw just like that. All right? So keep that in mind. For our scallops, we're going to season them. Very easy. A little bit of salt. A little bit of black pepper. And just because you season one side, that means you have to season the other side too. So you turn them over. I put them on a paper towel because I like to get some of that moisture out of there. So they sear up real nice. Salt. Black pepper. Now, I'm not going to put the oil in the pan. I'm going to put the oil on the scallops because you want to get a nice sear on those scallops so they get nice and brown. All right? So we take a little bit of olive oil. Right? Coat them all over. They're getting nice. Let's check our corn. Nice little char on there. Bring out those little bit of sugars that are in there. Now I'm using a Teflon pan. You can use cast iron pan. Actually, I like at home, I have my mother's, and happy Mother's Day to all you ladies from this past weekend. I have my mother's cast iron pans that are over 75 years old. I have the whole set. They were given to me after she passed. So I like to use cast iron pans at home. But for here in the kitchen, we use a Teflon coated pan. All right? Pan should be nice and hot. You want to hear that little sizzle. Flat side down. Go back to our corn, turn it. Notice I didn't put any oil in there. Now the thing about scallops, you have to be very careful with cooking them because you can overcook them like that and they turn into like a piece of rubber, like a rubber band. So we don't want that to happen. What we want is a nice sear on both sides and then let them rest. All right? They're getting there. Nice. For our corn, a little bit more char. Then we're going to take that corn off the husk or off the cob. I'm going to turn my grill off. Go back to our scallops. Nice sears coming on there. Take our corn off. I did a few earlier. And we're going to make our salsa. I'm going to turn my pan off while I'm making my salsa, and they're going to finish up there. All right? So for our salsa, it's very easy. And I like to make this at home. We got beans that are already cooked. All right? So you want about a cup of beans. All right? We're going to dice up a tomato. Make it 2 tomatoes. Now you're probably looking at me saying, how many times have you cut yourself? I don't. After years of doing this, you learn from your mistakes. You just hope you have all your fingers. Tomato. We'll take a jalapeno. You can put as many in there as you want. You're going to take the seeds out. If you want it extra hot, leave the seeds in. We're only going to put 1. Nice. Now, if you're doing jalapenos at home, I suggest that you wear gloves. My hands are so used to the oils that come out of jalapenos, so I'm okay. But there's oils that come out of these jalapenos that will, as soon as you touch something or somebody, it will burn them. All right? So it's very hot. Cut it down in strips. Nice small dice. If you like your salsa extra hot, then you add a little more to it. Jalapenos. I'm going to get a little red onion in there. Just a half of one. Plenty of onion. Best thing to do when you're at home and you're cooking, either for a few people or a lot of people, is to clean as you go. My wife laughs at me because I can cook for 20 people and do dishes at the same time. That's called mise en place, keeping everything in order. Then we want to put a little cilantro. Now the thing about cilantro is that, believe it or not, the stems have the most flavor in them. So I use all of it. Just cut it real fine. The most flavor is actually in the stem of cilantro. Get it like that. Love the smell of fresh cilantro. Put that cilantro in there. This is a great summer dish. So now you want to take your corn, okay? Shave it off. Got that nice nutty roast flavor in it. Great way to cook corn in the summertime is on the grill. They're right in your bowl. The next thing you're going to add is some lime juice. About 3 limes for this much. It's my little lime squeezer, lemon squeezer. We use it a lot in the kitchen. Sometimes you get those stubborn limes that don't want to juice out. Okay? Then we want to put some green onions in there. Probably 2. You want to get salt. A little bit of black pepper. Some olive oil. You want to stir that up. Tell me that doesn't look like summer already. Mmm. Now you don't have to use scallops on it. On this dish, you can use grilled chicken, use it as a side. You can use it on tacos. But this speaks summer to me all day long. Like to check the profile, see how it tastes. Oh man. Oh. Y'all know what you're missing. Now, woo, Lord, it's got some spice to it too. So we're gonna make a sauce. So our scallops, see how the water's coming out of the scallops? Okay, that's okay. Because we're gonna let them rest. But we want to make our butter sauce. Lemon butter, citrus butter, You can use grapefruit if you want. I like to use lemon and lime. And white wine. So white wine. Fresh lime juice. Fresh lemon juice. While that's boiling up, take it off for a second. Check this out. Little black bean salsa. This is almost a meal all by itself. Scallops are done. Then you're going to bring this back. And I have butter here. Very simple. You bring this up to a boil. And we're going to mount this white wine and citrus with butter. Just to emulsify just a little bit. And we're going to drizzle it over top of the scallops. We'll garnish it with a little microgreens. So as you were reducing down that citrus, it starts to intensify. All that citrus in there. A little pinch of salt. You have to be very careful because if you get it too hot, it will solidify and it won't be a sauce. We're going to garnish it with a little bit of microgreens. Just a little bit. And there you have pan-seared scallops served over a black bean corn salsa with a lemon glaze, a little bit of microgreens. Bon appetit.